Hi everyone, today we're going to do question number 2 in part 2 of the gradient and topographic maps lab. And the question says, or asks, on the grid, construct a topographic profile along line CD. So here's line CD. By plotting the elevation of each contour line that crosses line CD. Connect all 6 plots with a line to complete the profile. So after you mark the dots, you always have to connect a line through all the dots. If you don't connect a line, you cannot get full credit. And remember, you always need scrap paper to do create a topographic profile. Okay, so to create a topographic profile between line CD, we need to know the elevations of each contour line that crosses line CD and write the elevations down on the map as well as on the scrap paper. So let's start with C and let's look at the contour interval first. The contour interval is 10 meters, meaning that each line is changing in an elevation by 10 meters. So we have the hint that we can use are on the lines themselves that are given to us already, or the elevations that are given to us. For instance, this is 100 and this is 50. So that gives us a hint that my elevation is higher on this side and it's going lower as we go towards the southern part of the map. So, and it's changing in elevation by 10 meters with each line. So that means if this is 50 and my elevation is increasing this way up to 100, and my elevation is changing by 10 meters with each line, then this must be, actually, let's start here. Since we're doing CD, let's start here. If this is 100 and my elevation is going lower as I go downwards, then this must be 90. So C must be 90. Let me actually make this better. C is 90. I know this because I'm going down this way by 10 meters, and this area that's passing, the line that's passing through CD must be 80. This line must be 70, and then this line passing through CD is the same exact line, so this line is also 70. This line that's crossing through CD is the same exact line as this line, so this must be 80. And then finally D must be also 80. It's the same exact line. So yes, I'm repeating numbers because sometimes it's the same exact line crossing through CD multiple times, but I'm marking every single line that's passing through line CD so that I can mark the elevations of each part of line CD that's marked on my map. So now I have the elevation of every single line that's crossing through CD, even though my numbers are repeating. And I'm also noting that I have a river going through this way. So I'm gonna write river here. The reason I need to note where a river is because wherever I'm drawing a river or a topographic profile of a river passing through, I have to dip my profile downwards, and you'll see an example soon. So now I have to use my scrap paper, and I'm gonna align it under line CD. I'm gonna mark where C is and where D is. I'm gonna mark the elevation of D and the elevation of C. So C is 90, D is 80. And now I'm gonna mark all the other lines that are crossing through C and D. This line is crossing through this one, and this one is crossing through. I'm also gonna mark where a river is. So I'm gonna write river on my scrap paper. I'm gonna mark the elevations of each lines that are passing through, 80, 70, 70, 80. And now I have marked all the elevations of the contour lines passing through line CD, including my river, right? And now I'm gonna go down to my map, my scale or grid that they're giving me for my elevation. There should really say distance in the bottom here. So I'm gonna align it with C and D. just like this. This time they did not give me the elevation of C and D pre-marked on my graphing area right here. So I'm gonna mark them. C is 90, so I'm gonna go up that area and draw a dot at 90. This area is 80, so I'm gonna go up this exact area and draw a dot at 80. This area is 70, so I'm gonna go up and draw a dot at 70. I'm noting that there's a river here for later. This area is 70, I'm gonna go up and draw a dot at 70 again. This area is 80, I'm gonna go up and draw a dot at 80. And D is 80, so I'm gonna go draw up and draw a dot at 80. Now I have to connect a line going through all the dots. And I'm noting that there's a river here, okay? So from here, I'm going downwards and then downwards. But from here to here, I can never make a straight horizontal line. My line either has to dip downwards or go curve upwards. It will curve upwards if I have a hill. It will curve downwards if I have a river. If I have neither, then I'm gonna try to look at the surrounding areas of the map to figure it out. So if I have a river, I'm gonna curve downwards before touching the other mark, but I'm not gonna touch the bottom part, right? I know this river right here is less than 70, but it's not exactly 60, because if it was 60, I would have the contour line for 60 right here. So I know it's greater than 60 and less than 70. So that's why when I'm marking this, I'm dipping down but not touching 60. I'm staying in the middle. So never touch the other line. Just go up to the middle when you're curving up or curving down. And now I'm going to connect the rest of the dots. Now I'm facing the same problem where my dots are exactly aligned with each other and I can't make a straight horizontal line. So I'm either going to curve up or curve down. In this case, between 80 and 80, I don't have a river. So I'm going to assume that I'm curving upwards. That's why I'm going to curve up, but not touch the other line, only go up to the middle and go up to 80.